Hello! So I wanted to do a video on something that I feel like is a struggle for a lot of women in their makeup application. I know that it was a very big struggle for me. What am I talking about? I'm talking about eyeshadow application. So yes, you can do it very simple with one color and just put it on your lid, one and done. Bada bing, bada boom. And I've definitely got some good options to show you to do it that way. But then there's also a way to apply eyeshadow where it gives you more of a definition and more defined look, where you've got, you know what I'm talking about, that beautiful line there, a little bit of the crease there, looking all good. Yes, and I'm going to teach you how to do that with a very, very simple technique. You can use this technique with any kind of different eyeshadows. I'm going to be using one of Unique's eyeshadow palette. Unique has 5 different eyeshadow palettes, and I'm going to be using palette number 4, which is one of our more neutral palettes. So we've got 2 of the more neutral palettes. Palette number 4 is a neutral palette, but it taps in a little bit of color. It sneaks in a little bit of color. So it's this palette right here with browns and then some blue. So if you're afraid of color, it gives you just a little bit to kind of get used to some color. So what I'm going to do with any eyeshadow look that's just, you're doing just your simple technique, I'm going to be using 3 different colors. So I do one color in my crease, which is right here, one color on my lid, and then one color on what's called the outer V or the outer C, which is right here. Okay? And I'm going to show you what I do that you can do with any other 3 colors. All right? So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a very neutral color. I'm going to be using this color right here, this light brown. It's called Arrogant. I don't really like the name of it, but you know. Okay, and I'm going to take a big fluffy brush. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take Arrogant, got hair in my face, and I'm going to put it all in my crease. I'm going to go back and forth like a windshield wiper motion and just put it all in my crease. So just with a neutral color, all in your crease for a transition color. So we finished that, so I just did that back and forth all along my crease. If you have hooded eyes, which means if you are looking straight ahead and you can't really see your eyelids, I have slightly hooded eyes, then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go a little bit above your crease so that you can still see that. So that's a little tip for those of you with hooded eyes. All right, next you're going to take your second color and you're going to take a flat brush to apply. And what I like to do, this is optional, but I like to wet my brush for this just because it helps hold the pigment on so it doesn't get all of your face like Tinkerbell. And then you're going to take your next color. So I'm just using another brown. It's called Secretive. And you're going to tap that all over your lid. I said tap and not brush because the same thing. You don't want pigment flying all over your face. So I'm just going to tap that all along my lid, anywhere that's kind of white. I finished tapping that all over the lid, so that's what we've got so far. And you can definitely stop there. But if you want to add a little bit more definition, then stay with me for your third step. Then you're going to want to take your darkest color. So you're going to want your lighter color on the lid and then the darkest color on the outer V or C. So I'm going to take this dark brown color. This one's called Brave. I like that name. And I'm just going to tap that into my outer corner, okay? So I'm just going to do a little bit and just watch. I'm just going to place it exactly where I want it. I finished adding all of that in the crease. Now, I feel like this is where a lot of women say, nope, I didn't do it right. It doesn't look right. I can't do this. Then you blend. So a lot of people will quit right there, just say, no way, it all just looks just crazy. Then you're going to want to take a clean brush and just blend it together. That will allow those colors to blend together and look very just natural and good and beautiful. All right, I blended all that together. Now, if you feel like you blended too much, which that has happened to me several times, just go back through and add a little bit of each of those colors until you get the color that you want. All right, that is it. So we did it. So that is the finished look before I add liner. Now, one more thing, which this we'll just call extra credit. I like to do this with all of my eye looks. I take just whatever the lightest color in the palette, which in this case it's called Tender, and I just tap that right on the inner corner of my eyes. That's going to just brighten your eyes a little bit and make you look more awake, even if you're not. Okay, so this is extra credit. Right, now I'm going to real quickly add liner and mascara, and I will show you the finished look. All right, this is our final look. So I added eyeliner and mascara, and that is our final look of our basic eyeshadow application that you can use with anything, anytime, any look. All right, thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.